The day started like any other, a symphony of chaotic morning routines, with the aroma of pancakes battling it out with the insistent whine of the coffee machine. My two little tornadoes, Lily and Ethan, were already in full-on whirlwind mode, their laughter echoing through the house. But as I glanced out the window, a sense of dread crept in. The sky was a swirling canvas of grey, and fat drops of rain were already starting to splatter against the glass. Raincoats! I called out, a battle cry that usually met with groans and resistance. But this time, I was greeted with a surprising chorus of enthusiastic yays. My kids, usually resistant to anything that wasn't their own favorite dinosaur-themed attire, were actually excited about their new SaphiRose Kids Rain Jackets. I had purchased them a couple of weeks ago, swayed by the rave reviews and the promise of waterproof, breathable comfort. And honestly, they were adorable. Bright, vibrant colors, a playful design, and a removable hood that looked like something out of a children's cartoon. We bundled up, each raincoat a splash of color against the increasingly gloomy backdrop. As we walked towards the park, the rain intensified, transforming the world into a shimmering, wet wonderland. I half expected the usual complaints about soggy shoes and damp clothes, but to my surprise, both Lily and Ethan were laughing and splashing through puddles, their raincoats acting as their personal shields against the downpour. We spent the next hour exploring the rain-soaked park, building mud castles, and chasing after the glistening droplets that clung to every leaf and blade of grass. It was pure, unadulterated joy, the kind that only comes from embracing the unexpected, the kind that reminded me of my own childhood days spent splashing in puddles, ignoring the sting of the rain on my face. But the best part was watching my kids, their faces alight with pure joy, completely oblivious to the rain thanks to their trusty SaphiRose raincoats. The jackets were truly waterproof, keeping them dry and comfortable even as the downpour intensified. And the breathable mesh lining ensured that they didn't feel clammy or uncomfortable, even after hours of play. As we headed back home, I noticed a small puddle forming beneath Ethan's feet. He hesitated, then looked at me with a questioning glance. "Don't worry," I said, "your raincoat will keep you dry." And it did. He jumped right into the puddle, giggling with delight, his raincoat keeping him dry and his spirits soaring. That day, the SaphiRose Kids Rain Jackets weren't just pieces of clothing. They were a passport to adventure, a gateway to a world of playful exploration, and a reminder that sometimes, the best moments are the ones spent embracing the elements, rain or shine. I could tell that the raincoats were going to be a part of many more joyful adventures, and that thought filled my heart with warmth, just as the cozy feeling of my children snuggled up next to me on the couch did.